On the floor for the business.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Fox and the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position.
Running the pick and roll to perfection. Fox with a nice dish.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And it's Collier missing. Fox against Kessler. Here's Fox. Takes it inside, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, Fox can be so slippery on the drive, making those little adjustments to get by the defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Vassell, no good. And here are the Jazz now. 4-point game. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by Utah. Inside, lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Ooh, this is how confident of a scorer Vassell has become, taking on all comers.
Here's Bailey, covered by Vassell. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Wants to get it to Kessler, and does. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Markkanen can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Castle. Fires from 14. Wembanyama, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Keontae George, he's checked in for the Jazz. There's a good screen to the inside. And stolen by Vassell. Wembanyama finds Vassell. The rebound by the Jazz. Pass to Collier. To the paint. Markkanen, good.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Here's Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Fox hits them both. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Now Fox, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. George against Fox. To the middle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
George passes to Collier. Back to George. Pass to Kessler. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. And they pick up 2.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
Substitution.
1:12 left to play here in the first. Wembanyama, a screen. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Bailey. Still without a basket. Here's George. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harper. Filipowski grabs the board. For Utah, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And that one's good, George.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. San Antonio again missing. Here's Anderson. And that one comes up a bit short. He gets it up. That shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's San Antonio. They lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court for San Antonio. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Keldon Johnson. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. Here's Anderson. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Harper. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Jazz passing it around. Hendricks can't get it to go. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. They set the pick. There's the drive. Here's Cornette. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Anderson. Over Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Barnes screen on Anderson. Johnson attacking. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And now a 5-point Spurs lead. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Jazz making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Harper. Utah with the ball. Filipowski passes to Mikhailuk. Lets it go from 14. The Jazz again can't hit it. Spurs leading by 5. Here's the screen. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
The free throw drops for Sohan. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aids, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of it.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Pass to Castle. Stolen by Anderson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels.
This is his first free throw of the game. A different look for Utah. Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. And it's Collier in for Anderson. Here's the screen. Driving the lane. Fox against George. Back to Sohan. Cornette can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Collier. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. San Antonio calls timeout and Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Then for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for Fox. Here's Harper. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Vassell screen on Harper. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bailey's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Castle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Here's Bailey. Vassell screen on Vassell. They grab their own miss. Three-pointer, Markkanen. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Castle. Oh, and he jams it right over Lauri Markkanen. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Castle. And he uses the glass on the layup. Castle's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the pick. Pass to Collier. Good on the three-point shot. Collier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
Wembanyama, a screen. Shot. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
You know, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting. 90% from the line.
So it's the Spurs now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
With 1 on the clock, you can't get that one to fall. And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs lead by 7. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan and court shot from. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Collier. Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Bailey in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Here's Castle. Sohan with the screen. Clock at 4. Castle misses. Jazz trail by 7. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships? Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
Larkin in a screen on Fox. Pass to Bailey. From outside, off the mark. Spurs leading by 6. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. Here's Wembanyama. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
Catches the opposition off guard. Fox uses his instincts to make defensive plays.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Here's Markkanen. He has 7. Here's Kessler. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Fox has got 10.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And Will Hardy has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And stolen by Vassell. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Utah. Sensabaugh has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Keldon Johnson.
Spurs leading by 8. And here is Fox. 10 points for him. And the dunk by Sohan.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Collier traps in the tray. He's got 10.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Outside, Fox. Inside, here's Johnson. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Bailey.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
1:56 left in the third. And it's sent back by Kessler. To the paint, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Anderson against Barnes. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Anderson. And San Antonio shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Harper, and nothing is falling for him right now. Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the shot goes down. Castle's got 8. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. They are really piling up the steals in this one.
Johnson. Rebound, Utah. 35 seconds left to play in the third. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Harper. Kessler, a screen on Harper. To the middle. And Kessler throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's San Antonio leading by just 1. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, they've got Harrison Barnes. Harper is out there with Fox. Then it's Johnson, and it's Cornette in at the center, filling out the middle. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Filipowski. No good there.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Hendricks, covered by Barnes. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hendricks. George against Fox. Over George. The kick out to Harper. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox, boy, I am happy I do not have to check in.
Castle's checked in for Johnson. Free throw good, Fox. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 6. And Will Hardy is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Nobody near Nurkic. The shot's good on the assist by George. Nurkic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Castle. They set the screen. Going inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
5 to shoot. Nurkic dishes to George. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Castle. Drives to the hoop, and he jams it with authority.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. We'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing.
To the inside. Fox, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Kessler throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Wembanyama, a screen. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
The line for 2. Collier.
And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
With the jam.
The correct read by Fox, taking it himself. De'Aaron is showing that sometimes being selfish is the right decision.
1:21 left in the fourth. Kessler, screen on Fox. Here's Collier. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it's Vassell in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Now Fox. And there's the drive. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To end the run, Bailey misses. Goes in, good on the bucket. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.